did this the Cowboy Vittles way. Okie dokie, folks, we're back for another episode of Cowboy Vittles. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pressure can some ham. Now what we did is I went ahead and picked up, it's a bit over 9 pounds of Black Forest ham that we're going to go ahead and slice up. We're going to put that into our bowl and then transfer it over into our pressure canning jars. Well, we're going to do something a little bit different with half of our meat stuff. A lot of folks don't realize this, but you can go ahead and add some brown sugar and then make that meat super sweet while you're pressure canning it. So we're going to need today our bowl to put that cut up ham in. We're going to need our brown sugar, and that's my secret ingredient for this, because there's nothing like having sugar coated ham and stuff. We're going to need our lids, we're going to need our jars, we're going to go ahead and use our funnel to put everything in there. We're going to need our knives. So let's go ahead and get started today. This is a place that you can call home, a place that you can learn some new recipes, a place that you can enjoy time with your family and learn new things. So let's go ahead and cut this all down. Get this out of the way. Oop. Honey, I'm sorry, I'm making a mess again. What we're going to do is we're going to slice this down. You know, there's only a couple things in life that I like doing. I like to write, because I do a lot of writing and stuff, which I will come up with a cookbook with my recipes later on. The other thing is, I like cooking. And the third thing is, I like to sing. Unfortunately, my wife, she thinks that when I sing, it sounds like a cat with his tail being pulled off. And even this morning, I went to sing in the shower. And you know what? The water quit running on me. So I guess even the water doesn't like my singing. In the meantime, I got sunshine on a cloudy day, but it's cold outside for the month of May. But what can make me feel this way? My food, talking about my food. Cowboy Vittles. Oop, a little too thick. All right. Let's go ahead and start slicing this down. I'll get my hunting knife out of the way so it's not going to interfere with me. Now what we're going to do here is that this is the size that we're using on this meat. We're going to cut it down into quarter-sized chunks. Slice it down this way. Yep, I made a mess again, honey. Then we're going to go ahead and cut it down this way. Get this out of the way. It don't take that long to cut this up. And you're going to see my special recipe on this with the brown sugar. Now we're only going to do about half of our jars with its brown sugar. The other half we're going to do regular way, because we're going to use that in our soups and our stews or whatever. And yes, I know I can cut it down into smaller pieces, but I don't feel like it. When I reach in for a piece of meat, I like to know that I got a big chunk. And I hope my dog don't pester me and stuff, because I know that she's looking at me kind of silly. She's going to drop it, and I'll get it. There we go. I got her all chopped down. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to break out our jars. Now, I use these quart-sized jars for my meat. I like the wide mouth on it because I can stick my hand down there. We're going to also use our funnel. Ooh, that might be a little bit thick there. Let me cut a little bit more of this down. There we go. Let's start shoving this down in here for right now. Oh, my hand got stuck. Help me, help me. Shove that down in there as well. Alright, actually I guess I don't even need the funnel with this one here. Pack these puppies down there good. There we go. Got some room for... No, actually I think I'm going to keep that for later. I'll eat that myself. Let's shove this one in here like that. Yeah, that's going in there pretty good there, Nene. I might have to cut that one down just a little bit. There we go. Let me get these other ones in here going. There we go. I think I can find a piece for that one. Now that's about how much we want to go ahead and put in these jars. What we're going to do, fill up the other jars, then you can see what we do with the rest of it. Alrighty, all of our jars are canned up. This amounts to almost 9 pounds of that ham that we did up. We are now ready to go ahead and get the final process done. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually do up 2 different types. The first one we're going to do is we're going to take about 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And I know that some folks will go ahead and cook this up in advance and just pour it in with their water. But we're going to go ahead and put it in there like this. There we go. Oh, I bet this is going to be some good stuff when she's done. Yes, Nene, I know I made another mess. That's alright, though. I know you'll clean it up for me. Now, the next thing we're going to do, I've got a teapot with hot water in there. What we're going to do is we're going to fill this up. There, look at that. All that liquid is going in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill this water up until it's about 1 inch from the top. Hopefully I didn't fill it up too much. There we go. That's looking good. And on the other 3 jars, we're just going to go ahead and fill that up without even putting onions and stuff in there. We don't even need seasoning. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our spatula. We're going to go ahead and poke this all around. Though the meat is packed in there fairly good, we want to get these air bubbles out of there. We want to get a good seal going on everything. So let's go ahead and stir that around a little bit. And there's that dog of mine sniffing at that empty bag from the ham. She's waiting for me to drop something. Hope. Now she's looking at me with them ears poked up. Alright. Now we've already got our pressure cooker already going on the stove top. We've put our vinegar in there. Got the water all heated up. There. Push that down a little bit more. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a paper towel, or you can use a clean cloth. We're going to wipe down the edges of this thing. So we want to get these rims all cleaned off, because when we go to put on our lids, we want a nice seal going on with it. So we got that all going. Oop, there we go, getting her all done. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Nene, do you want me to sing another song? Yeah, right, and the dog will run away again. Alright, now what we're going to do, I like this little handy dandy magnetic grabber. I can just reach down there and grab one of the top lids and throw this on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to screw this onto them, but we're not going to crank them down like we would a lug nut on a car. We just want hand tight. Throw that off to the side. Have fun cleaning, Nene. Alright, now right now we're going to take them into the kitchen. We're going to put them into our pressure steamer. What we're going to do is, the water's hot, but it needs to continue getting hot for the next 10 minutes, because out of the pressure spout, you're going to find that you're going to get a pressure of steam coming right out of it. Once that's done, then we can go ahead and put it on our counterweight. We're going to go ahead and cook this for 90 minutes. Once that's done, we'll let it continue to be in the pressure canner for about another 10, maybe 15 minutes after that. Then we can bring it back out and we can show you what the end result is. In the meantime, Cowboy Vittles coming at you. But we're back in the kitchen right now, and we're going to go ahead and take our ham and we're going to go ahead and put it into our pressure canner. And let's go ahead and turn that on to high. We're going to put in the ones that we did with the brown sugar first. That way there, when we take them out, we'll know which ones are which. Gonna put them in there like this, like that, and like that. Now what they're going to do is they're going to, like I say, they're going to pressure can for about 10 minutes. Let me get my lid out here and get that thrown on there. That way you'll see what I'm talking about. This is the pressure spout. And in about 10 minutes, because the water is already hot, in about 10 minutes you'll be able to see the steam rising out of there, and you'll be able to feel it. So let's go ahead and crank this puppy on down. And pressure canning is not that difficult. It's a great way to enjoy time with your family. Hold on a second, I get it. There we go. I was cranking her down the wrong way. It's a great way to pressure can as far as preserving your foods, whether it's meat, whether it's fish, whether it's vegetables, or even fruits. You know, so right now there is no pressure. So we're going to come back to you in about 10 minutes. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about as far as the steam coming out of here. Well, it's been about 10 minutes now. You can hear the steam coming out of this spout. Ooh, and that's hot. Now it's time to go ahead and put in our pressure weight. We're going to, at our elevation of over 5,000 feet, we're going to go ahead and put it on 15 pounds. There we go. Now let's go ahead and cut this down, because we've had this thing on high in order to build up the pressure. We're going to cook it, not cut it down, I should say, down to about 3/4 of the way. We're going to go ahead and let this steam and cook our meat and stuff for the next 90 minutes. After that, we'll take off the counter sink, and during the meantime, you're going to see and hear this counterweight spin around every few seconds and stuff. This is what it sounds like when it's doing that. It only needs to spin about every 5 or 6 seconds and stuff. You want your pressure in your pressure cooker to be up to between 180 to 240, 250 maximum. After that, we're going to go ahead and let that take off this counter sink. Yep, that's getting hot already. We're going to take out the counter sink, let the steam rise out, the pressure go down, and then we'll take off the lid, and then we're going to go ahead and pull our jars out now. Well, she's been about 90 minutes and stuff on the pressure canner with our ham. What we're going to do now, so I don't burn myself, my wife had to remind me, get my pot holder so I can get that off. Now you can hear the steam coming out of there. Steam's coming out good. She went up to about 240 degrees. We're going to let this cool off for about 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and after that, we'll go ahead and take the lid off, let more steam come out, and then we'll let it set for about 10 minutes. As I start to take these things off, and the steam starts to rise. Uh-oh, there it is already. Jiminy Christmas. Let's go ahead and get a few of these off. You can see now it's down there to the point that I can do this, but I got to get under the air conditioning here pretty quick. There went one. And I'm burning myself again, as always, but she made me use a pot holder this time. Let's get these off. And then we're going to kick. Ooh. Oh, crud, that's hot. Let's get this out of the way. Son of a gun. Now we're going to go ahead and use our jar grabber. We're going to go ahead and, ooh, that looked good. That's that one that had the brown sugar in it. That one too. There we go. Look at that, they're still cooking. Alright, we've got these puppies out of the pressure cooker. Our ham is still cooking inside the jars. It's going to take between 16 to 24 hours before they're totally cooled down. What we're going to do now, because they're still boiling inside, and they'll continue to cook for another couple of hours inside the jar. They're going to pop. When they pop on the lid, we're going to know they're sealed properly. What we're going to do when they, ooh, they're just one pop. What we're going to do when they're done, we'll go ahead and label each one of these to let us know that they're hamburger. They're going to let us know they're ham. They'll let us know what they're beef. Whatever we choose to put in these jars, we'll go ahead and put in there that these first three here have got the brown sugar in them, so we know what to cook with it. We'll go ahead and also put the date of it, and we'll use that with a magic marker. You know, I gotta kind of laugh. Anyone who says they can get behind a camera, whether it's a newscaster or an actor or whatever, and says they can do it right the first time, they're nuttier than a fruitcake. I have a lot of bloopers which we'll be airing and stuff in future episodes. If you like what we've done today, definitely come to our channel. Click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. Follow us on social media so you can learn more recipes. In the meantime, Cowboy Vittles, come and get them.